3, 2, 1, go. Welcome to Grounds After Rounds.
All right. 3, 2.
We've talked about this. You don't say the two. One day. 3. And welcome to Grounds After Rounds.
Ooh, that was a good radio voice.
Thank you.
Well
I've been
done.
practicing.
All right.
Welcome to Grounds After Rounds.
Welcome to Movie Phone, brought to you by Q102 and WB17. Intrigue, mystery, coming this summer. Bruce Willis, Alec Baldwin, playing Alec Baldwin and Bruce Willis.
Are they playing each other or
This is
themselves?
from Shelley's joke.
Oh, yes.
What was it? What was the
Old habits die.
old
hard.
Harvard? In this fall's Old Habits Die Hard.
That was so funny.
If you know the name of the movie you'd like to see, is Movie Phone even a thing anymore? It's gone.
I used to look it up. Now I use, what do I use to look at movies? I type in the name of the movie and times pop up.
Google. You
So,
use
the
Google,
Google
like
machine.
everybody else. Yeah, we use the internet. Oh, what would we do if we didn't have the internet?
You know what I use?
Well,
You know what I used to use the internet a lot for is actually guess where this is going. So weighing and measuring my food.
Yeah.
But it's hard to find accurate. It's hard to find accurate readings for pie. And so I figured out where it is that I need to go to weigh my pie.
Yeah.
Do you know where?
Where?
Over the rainbow. Somewhere over the rainbow, way up high.
I can't even.
That is slow. Meg was on board with that. I was like, it's a slow burn.
Yeah.
You gotta take it.
That took a
Credit.
really,
That was Courtney. Courtney, thank you for that one.
Well done,
I was
Courtney.
cracking up when I was like, over the rainbow. And then she sang it. And I was like,
I think it's the utilization of the singing
yes.
is really funny. It's really good.
And then just the way up. Oh, that's what you're
Way
saying.
up high.
I used to think, do you know the song, Higher Love? Bring me a higher love.
Yeah.
Da-da-da. For the longest time, I thought the song was called Pie of Love. So I thought he always said, bring me a pie of love. I thought it was.
Yeah, I'll take that. That's a
so-
pretty good one too.
So put in the comments.
Wrapped up
already,
like a douche. Remember, is that the wrapped up like a douche? No, I can't think of it. See, this is I can't.
But I think everyone has that song that they
Yeah.
thought was this lyric, and it's like, whoa, it was
Yeah.
totally something different. Mine's Pie of Love.
Another runner in the night. Another runner in the night. Wrapped up like something.
I can.
Drew would know who that is.
Yeah, I know exactly because I used to think the same thing too.
Yeah,
I was
that's
like,
not
is
what
he
they're saying.
What I think he's
But
saying?
yeah, maybe
Yeah.
they are. I don't know.
If you're listening and you know
And
what
you know,
it is, let
leave
us
us a
know.
comment.
I can sort of hear it, but you just went such another direction with the
The tune.
Now
yeah,
I can't.
not good. I'm not.
So-
That's not one of my skill sets.
We
Eh,
weren't prepared.
Speaking of,
It's okay.
Drew just texted me.
Oh, he's listening.
Yeah. Whoa.
We're
creepy.
live.
All right. Well, ladies and gentlemen, two chatty Cathys here. Got a little lost track of time, and so welcome to Grounds After Rounds, CrossFit Games, Espresso Shot,
Yeah.
AMRAP.
Camera.
We've got 15 minutes on the clock. We are going to try and accomplish
That hurts.
everything in 15 minutes. Every time we cover a new topic, we're going to count a rep. So we're going to see
Ending with world hunger.
we're going to do world hunger. We're going to talk about world hunger.
Did you want to?
I would say anytime we talk about the CrossFit Games,
CrossFit Games.
we talk about fair wins,
Fair ones.
and we talk about.
We use the word athlete.
Yeah, I'm not going to be able to keep track of
Yeah.
that. All right, so we'll count that as a rep. That's the game.
Boom.
Don't think about it too hard.
All right, we're going. Here we go.
But how do I scale that? What are my modifications? What am I gonna win? What do I do? 2, 1, we're in it. 15-minute AMRAP.
15-minute AMRAP.
So the CrossFit Games are going on right now. I can't even see the button to crack myself a rep.
Did you know that we actually have several
rep.
members
There it
of
is.
several Fairwinds CrossFit athletes?
I do know that.
They will be. So look for them at the games.
So who? We got Joan
Joan.
is there. Steph Haynes.
They're
is
on their way.
there.
They're leaving
Tomorrow morning.
So when you hear this, they'll be
Yeah.
there.
Allie Coleman.
Yeah. Those
So-
three. So if anyone else is going, I don't know. I just know those three.
Alex is going.
Hey, Ray?
Yeah,
Awesome.
the Outwad Foundation is doing a event. Alex told me
that's
that
awesome.
this is the same weekend as their summit, so they weren't even going to go. CrossFit found out, was like, no, you need to come. We want you here. We'll help with funds and expenses and stuff. And so,
Oh, CrossFit. We were going to have an event too, and we.
yeah.
Oh, so we weren't
I
going to
guess
come.
that got our email got put into the junk folder.
Yeah. Thanks a lot.
Yeah,
Cool,
whatever.
sweet. There we go.
God, it's like Grand Central Station in
Who
here.
is that?
What is going on? Announce yourself.
what's up, Jager?
It's these boys. We're filming a podcast.
Podcast right now?
Yeah, we're
Yeah.
recording a
Good
podcast.
stuff.
You want to be
What's up,
on
Billy
it?
Jager?
How's it going?
Coming in for
going.
lunch.
Yeah, early lunch.
If it isn't Matt Ryan.
All right, nice. Living the life, the prestige life.
Heck yeah.
We're doing this to go.
Just be here. Just be quiet.
Just put on your headphones and shut it.
So, yes, they are going to do.
Fairwinds CrossFit Beast athletes.
Oh, that counts as a rep.
I don't know if I got it. Anyway.
Outwad will be doing an event underneath the Jumbotron. So one of the board members is out there kind of running it. And he brought with him, or they brought a handful of representatives. Alex is one of those representatives. So he gets to
Cool.
go. I think he's going like paid. Like I
That's
think
keep-
they're covering some of the
that's
expenses.
awesome.
At least that was my understanding. And
Let's keep your eyes peeled for A-Ray.
yeah, so pretty cool stuff.
Yeah.
Way to go.
Yeah.
I have a little bit of jealousy, a little bit of FOMO. Like I would like to go out there, but at the same time, I'm kind of like I told I told Alex yesterday of it gets a little fatiguing watching people exercise all the time. Now that was also like regionals experience where like the first 3 of the 4 heats are kind of like, okay. I mean, these are amazing athletes and they go walk into anybody's gym anywhere in the world, they crush. But then when you compare them to the first heat or the last heat of the regionals, these are the people that have a shot at going to the games.
Yeah.
They make those people look like they're standing still.
It's true.
And so it got a little fatiguing by the 3rd day of like, okay, I've seen enough exercising for time. I'm ready to move on to
Especially when it's the same event. Like
right. And so I have a feeling like the games would be similar, but at the same time, you're out there with everybody in the world who is as nerdified on fitness as we are.
Yeah.
That's kind of cool too.
Yeah.
So I'm excited for them. I think they're going to love it. It's going to be a good time.
Yeah, I agree.
Yeah.
That's gonna be awesome. Allie's taking a bunch of her shirts with her because she's like, I'm trying to get pictures of athletes in with my Fairwind shirt.
Oh, that's kind of
I
cool.
was like, I should just send you a shirt to give to the athletes, which I'll never wear. But maybe they will. Maybe one day
we
will
told
come.
someone, I think Roger was saying to Joan that everything on Instagram, anything posted on Instagram needs to be hashtagged Buttery Bros, Fairwinds, and then with the hope that at some point the Buttery Bros just show up here, right? They just show up here to film.
It's true. That'd be
you know?
pretty great.
Yeah. Luckily, they'd probably show up to like the 7 or 9:30 class,
Right.
and be like, "Oh,
Yeah.
that's what this gym.
Yeah. Where's
guys are-
all the people?
Yeah, you guys are all late." I love you 7 a.m. and 9:30.
Yeah, so much. Yeah, it was funny. Yeah, yesterday. Here's what I say: 7 a.m. is 9:30 light.
It's a day late, yeah. And then you proceeded to talk to Brady. He's
His muscles.
He's distractible enough, all right? He didn't need any of your help. He was already 10 minutes late. Not really. That was fun. I meant that. Like that was really cool working out with you at 6, and then it was hilarious. That was a great transition. That was really fun from 6 to 7. Same with today. It was good.
Yeah.
So, all right. CrossFit games are going on. We pulled up. We were going to watch the first event as we were talking, but
And they were getting on a boat, swimming.
yeah, it was
ashore.
like it's about as boring as you'd imagine. A 1 mile swim, watching a 1 mile swim and a 3 mile kayak on your phone without like drone footage coverage and stuff.
Yeah, like it's funny, like the Olympics, which I think are going on right
Oh,
now too.
right, yeah.
So if you guys are, I don't know, maybe
Whatever.
you're missing the game of the cross. Yeah. But it's like I watched swimming for years, lifeguarding, just laps back and forth. And I just like it was so boring. And like I would go to swim meets and I was there for the tackle in the bag. I would cheer on it here and there, but swim
Peppermint
meets
stick and
like
a lemon, Baltimore thing.
like Mia's giving Fee swim lessons, and she's talking about her like, you should totally put her in like the this next year at Truxton, blah blah blah. I was like, I don't want to go to swim meets.
Yeah.
And,
Well, I was very glad that these knuckleheads did not
hang with it
stick
too
with
long.
swimming, because
Yeah.
I grew up swimming and I
Yeah.
know exactly how boring that is.
But the Olympics, I could watch every event. Just
Oh,
like
really?
that. Like the Olympics, I could just.
Now, I would say
something-
there's something about NBC's coverage too.
It's the way
They
it's
make
presented,
it
it's the way it's
really
coverage.
exciting.
And it's really good too, because they do, as soon as the event's over, they're cutting over here to this, or they're filling those gaps
Yes.
between time, and
Yeah,
then the
yeah,
races
yeah.
are just, you're watching the best in the world.
Which is what actually Woodland and Marquez would always talk about when
Mhm.
CrossFit fired the entire media team, and then the 19 Open,
Mhm.
which was such a shit show,
Yeah.
trying to bring it back. And then, I mean, they basically nuclear weapon, like, atomic bomb dropped
Yeah.
7 years of work by the media team to
Yeah.
get it to a level where they actually had the infrastructure and the talent pool and the practice, the experience to make something like a 1 mile swim and a 3 mile paddle
Yeah.
enjoyable to watch
Yeah.
from a streaming service.
Yeah.
The difference being, and that they did it for free. Like, we're not
Yeah.
paying to watch the games.
Yeah.
Are you paying to watch the Olympics this year? I don't know. Is it on Peacock or is it on?
I mean,
like,
I pay
if
for
I-
Peacock, but I think you can find events on, like, YouTube
On-
will pop up.
Gotcha.
And you watch, yeah. So it
So-
depends on what it is.
So there
but-
is that sense of like broadcast TV
Yeah.
makes a shitload of money because they have advertising. CrossFit never believed in the advertising side,
Right.
that model. So the question would be, would you be willing to pay for the games weekend? Would I be willing to pay? I just dropped $15 for the Resurgence.
Have you watched it
documentary.
yet?
I did.
It was good?
It was okay.
Yeah.
Yeah. It was a little formulaic.
Like, so is it, I mean, is it like watching Redeemed and Dominant? And,
No, those are better.
Yeah.
It was, I think, a combination of. So this is where I was going. Woodland and Marquette, Woodland especially, would always talk about there is a worth in building a narrative around specific athletes.
Yeah.
And that's what people tune in to watch,
Mhm.
is the drama around those
Yeah.
athletes. So like, if they make this documentary this year following Bethany Shabern would be actually a really good storyline.
Yeah.
Because this is a woman who has still been in the top 10 and
Yeah.
year after year, but just always injured.
Yeah.
And like, this was her year. Everything was lined up. She was doing great. And now she's out, tested positive for COVID.
Yeah.
Don't know all the details or what the story is, but
That's
it's like,
conspiracy. Toomey came and got her. I know what it is. she had her finger on the test. Yeah.
Right.
Convenient.
I don't think her or anyone else has a shot in hell of beating Tia, but she had a really, I mean, she beat Carrie Pierce at the West Coast Classic.
Yeah.
So
And that's a deep talent pool out there.
yeah,
Like,
and
that's
so it was really exciting. That would be the drama that I would, as a viewer, I would be interested in viewing in the men's side.
It's
this
like
year.
that, like Panchik's final year. going
Yeah,
on,
like there's
right?
so many. So those are the storylines that they could fill in that unfortunately it took them 4 or 5 years, because for the first like 4 years of the broadcast, it was CrossFit Mayhem, Froning, CrossFit Mayhem, Froning. Like when 12 Labors went and got second,
Yeah.
there is about a 15-minute period during the Team Murph where the only team that they have a camera on is Mayhem.
Oh yeah.
And so from their perspective, they're like, well, everybody wants to see them. Well, let's say 15%, 20% of the viewership wants to see them. You're alienating 80% of the viewership.
Yeah.
Whereas if you were to pick 4 or 5 teams, build the drama around them,
Yeah.
then sell that to me as the viewing audience, I'm sheep, man. You tell me that that's the drama that I want to be interested in, I'm in, right? Like, that's the beauty of telling the narrative. And so that's the part that they demolished, that skill set and that experience level.
That
in-
infrastructure, like
Yeah,
if
in
you
the
just have a
broadcasting
couple
team,
guys, yeah,
it's-
like it's
They're getting better. This year has been a lot more enjoyable, but
Yeah.
again, without CrossFit as and that was always the analogy that Glassman used, or that CrossFit uses, like the NFL doesn't have they have a broadcast team, they have the NFL network and stuff, but Fox Fox
ESPN,
Sports,
Fox,
ESPN,
CBS,
they
NBC.
are independent standalone companies that built their own infrastructure.
Yeah.
So Glassman was like, build it. It's not my job. I put on the spectacle, I put on the show. you cover it.
And
I'm
then from
opening,
the perspective of now we're getting like, it doesn't feel like if CrossFit's running it, CrossFit's going to tell you the story that they want you to
Exactly.
hear.
so there is problem in it being monopolized by, but unfortunately, like that was, I think, Glassman's idea initially of like, well, here's the feed, do with it what you will.
Yeah.
That was great, but then it didn't give enough runtime. And I'm curious if professional sports doesn't like feed a little bit to these, other industries or outside things. And again, they're on a pay model, they're on a commercial model, pay for advertising model. And so you end up becoming beholden to your sponsors and to your advertisers.
Yeah.
So neither of them are perfect. All that to say, I'm excited to see what the games have this year. We were not excited to be watching the swim paddle while trying to do this podcast.
Yeah.
So now you have this 15-minute AMRAP where we just spent 5 minutes of that talking about the
infrastructure of the
infrastructure
CrossFit
of
Games
that,
media team.
But so, and I mean, it's kind of interesting. How do people watch? What should they, it's Friday of the CrossFit Games. There's a couple events that have gone down.
Where have you been watching it?
I go to YouTube to watch it. I go to the game site to see the schedule. I downloaded the app. It sucks. The
app's always been like,
the schedule is a mess. Like there's no actual heats delineated. I don't know if that's the app sucks or if there just isn't any information being put out by Castro and his team for those follow-on entities to be able to then populate their infrastructure, their systems for me as the viewing audience to know what is what.
I think I thought I had downloaded to provide the links, but there was the there was a link you could download to put all the events into your Google Calendar, and it would give you an update as to when they were
right. But it's just the start. I want to know who's in what heats.
Okay.
Do you know what I mean?
I don't think
Because
it provided a link that like, hey, it's on. Go to this to watch it.
Right. The link is always games.crossfit.com. It's right there on their front page.
Yeah.
Then you can open up YouTube from that. You can go to YouTube and just like or subscribe to CrossFit Games. Every time there's going to be a new one that is about to start, you go to day one, day two.
Yep.
What I would say though is, as far as a viewing experience, unless you have like the time to just sit there and wait for the crap to go, just wait until it's over. Stay off social media.
Yeah.
Just
if you're that invested,
just wait until the day is over, and then from like 8 to 10 p.m. get on and watch it. Like they immediately archive them. On as soon as the live event is over, it's immediately on.
Yeah, all the events from yesterday are right up there, listed in order.
That's the best way to do it, because I always then I just go right to, and I skip kind of all the fluff and I go right to it's like watching a football game on DVR.
Yeah.
A 2.5, 3 hour football game is like 10 minutes long.
Yeah. Yeah. And that's where I like, I think YouTube too, like you can watch the entire event, or they'll give you like, I think they'll even break it down again where it's like, here's heat 1, here's heat 2, here's heat 3.
Yeah, they did that. I bet you they'll do that again.
So
again, all free. So amazing product for the amount of money that I'm paying for it.
Yeah.
Absolutely amazing. But I would generally stay off the social media platforms if you care about not having it spoiled of who did what.
Yeah.
I think the 35 to 39, both men and women age group competition is pretty damn cool. We both watched a little bit of the adaptive stuff yesterday. What?
Yeah.
Like one-armed rope climbs? Give that a shot. Like, holy crap.
I'm just like, he got up that rope in like 2.5 pulls with one arm.
Amazing. Humbling. I said to you, I texted Andy, I said I had dreams of maybe making it to the 50 to 55, or making a run at 50 to 55 for the games in 5 years. I bumped that out. I'm thinking maybe 65 plus now.
There was a dude who was in the lower extremity adaptive class who qualified for the quarterfinals of the elite class in the open.
Not happening. So so a little humbling.
He has a prosthetic leg from the knee down.
Yeah. And on that, time's up.
Oh,
that's our 15 minutes.
I was like, did you have something in the microwave?
In the microwave. But yeah, folks, it is game season.
Yeah.
This was a quick espresso shot to remind you that that's what's up.
Yeah, really, we just cut it short because we got some games to go watch.
And we want to go watch them. we'll be back at you next week with probably a longer one, maybe a guest or two or not.
Yeah.
And I'd like to bring back our the fitness field trips into the fall.
Yeah.
I think we should.
Are we
But actually
your-
play sports, pickleball,
oh yeah.
spike ball.
Yeah.
Do you know any experts in spike ball?
Oh, Billy. There you go. Jager's up there.
Is that even a sport? Ooh, we could do Olympic sports.
Oh, like
Yeah.
swimming.
Yeah.
No. Have you seen, I love all the games that are coming out right now that are like versions of it. They're like the black net with the yellow rod, whatever, but it's volleyball. I forget what it's called, but it's like, think Foursquare meets volleyball.
Okay.
So you have a net that's 4
Oh, I have
quadrants,
seen that. I saw
and
that.
It's,
Yeah.
Everyone's like, oh, that looks fun.
Yeah.
Anyway.
All right. My
a lot of fun
gratitude,
games.
I'm grateful for the games to be back and semi-normal and pretty freaking cool that I watched the resurgence video or the resurgence thing. I said that it was one part that was pretty cool was they made it clear they did what they did last year because it was about being consistent. It was about
Yeah.
getting it done and keeping, right? There is no gap in CrossFit's games history since
Yeah.
2007.
Yeah.
That was impressive. And I
Yeah.
feel like you see this year that it still exists is a byproduct of just how much effort they put into,
Yeah.
and we're willing to say, you know what? 5 people is enough.
I say a lot of people like poo-pooed on the product. Is like, really, that's it? It's like,
Right. But hey,
but
they got it done.
Yeah.
And you can see it to this year, like, holy shit, look at what they have. They've got adaptive divisions. The masters are on the main stage. They're back to being able to like,
I think it's something with the coverage too. And if I can
Yes.
jump off,
Yep,
and say
yep.
my gratitude coming to the games to the coverage where you don't have to dig into the nether regions of the
To try and
internet to
find,
try
yeah,
to
yeah,
find
yeah.
them.
and even my it's so boring, whatever. It's amazing. It is amazing the product that they put out. So yeah, just the whole games ecosystem. I'm super grateful for it and I'm excited.
It's cool.
Yeah.
Awesome.
All right. We'll see you
On the creek.